Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bluebeard Archives! Yeah, sorry, I just had to get all my energy out. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Bluebeard Gamer. I make YouTube videos and I have been for quite some time, and I also stream on Twitch. I've decided, well, I didn't really decide, you guys decided, I did a poll about this. You guys wanted me to make a whole new channel to put my archives on, so that is what I've done. What you can find on this channel is going to be dedicated solely to my Twitch live streams. I have all the live streams that I did from back when it was on the Bluebeard Gamer channel. I have those all linked on this channel here for you to be able to watch in the complete collection. And any of these ones in the future I'll be adding on. So, it's good to see ya. I hope you guys enjoy these. Maybe you'll find some entertainment value in them. I sure hope you do, because I certainly like making them. If you guys want to ever stop by, say hi to me. It'd be good to see you. You'd also be in the video unless I ban you for you being inappropriate or something. But let's not go there. I trust you and all. My Twitch is linked up above in my main channel page, so you guys can come say hi there. My main channel is linked as well. My Twitter's there in case I ever need to say anything about my stream being canceled or something. You guys will be the first to know if you follow me on there. Yeah, I think that's all about all I had to say. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you find something fun to watch. Until next time, Bluebeard Gamer signing off. God bless America. Ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome back. It's me, Bluebeard Gamer. We're playing some more Civ 6 today as the super peaceful Portuguese Empire. Where we last left off, we had solved all war and conflict in Africa. We brought peace to the continent. We've come up a little bit this way. India was being quite aggressive by being here, so we took care of that. They're still around, obviously. We didn't knock them out. That's not our job, obviously. I'm just gonna try something real quick. There we go. Alright, just making sure the stream's working. It is. And then, we came over here to Korea, and as you can see, they have military units. They have a military unit. Look how aggressive they're being. So we, naturally, had to come over here and just tell them that they shouldn't have a military. That's not a very peaceful thing to do. And so we're taking our missile cruiser, and we're doing a decent bit of damage. I actually was expecting it to do a bit more, considering it's a missile cruiser armada, but you can't be too picky about these types of things. And we're just gonna keep doing that, because we can. And so yeah, that is where we left off. We were bringing peace to the world by destroying it. Oh, no, we want to keep that linked. And that's going to be this city, pretty much immediately. There we go. We're going to keep it... Loyalty is going to be a slight concern. Do I have any spare governors? You are getting 23 loyalty a turn. We can absolutely move you to our new Korean city of Chennai. Or no, sorry, not Korean city. It's Portuguese, and it always has been Portuguese. And there's a lot of notifications over here I just have not bothered to look at. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever had that many... Someone just stole 7,000 gold from me, that's fine. I make that much in 2 turns, so it's not a big deal. Alright, what were we even doing? We're getting 9 uranium per turn. We could build another giant death robot. And it would give Symbol of Peace something to do. I know what we're going to do instead is we're going to... I mean, we could just launch the Mars colony. We don't really need to. I was looking at this beforehand. But Science Victory, you would expect Bolivar to be doing pretty well. Because, you know, he's at, where is he? He's at 62 techs. He's not that far behind us. But, no. Korea, of all people, 3rd place, is actually ahead. Bolivar hasn't done a single thing in the Science Victory. I have no clue what he's doing. But, yeah, that's what he's up to. So, I don't really want to win Science Victory because it's pretty easy at this point. We're so far clearly ahead in pretty much every category that matters. Something I kind of thought was interesting is that if we knocked out Bolivar right now, and we weren't at war with people like Korea, then we would actually be extremely close to winning. If we knock out Bolivar and Korea, we've basically won, just already. So we can leave people like Japan around. If we just went after Bolivar, theoretically, we could just leave Korea alone, honestly. That's something that we could very easily get away with, but we're just choosing not to because I declared war on them last session as a bit of a cliffhanger, so I can't really leave them alone now. I kind of have to follow through a bit. So yeah, that's where we're stuck now. We'll build some spies, I guess. At this point, we just need things for our cities to do. Our victory is practically assured. I don't know why it always gives me that governor notification when there's nothing to do with governors. We can instantly kill him, because obviously we had to come into the Middle East for all this beautiful oil. It just so happened to be there, and I can't get rid of it because it's a capital. But we can pretend that I came here for the oil, because that's what people tend to do, right? They go to the Middle East, and there's lots of beautiful oil around. Hey, it's Waifu Killer! How's it going, man? I hope you were doing absolutely fantastic today. We're continuing our peaceful occupation of the world. And sorry, occupation's not the right word. We're bringing peace to the world. So it's good to see you along for the ride. You're at work again? Bummer, man. It's a shame that people have to work, isn't it? I'm just kidding. Oh, BCS. Oh, yes! Yes, that is my shirt. I've had it for so many years, but I just keep it because it's comfortable. That is my only reasoning for why I still keep it. It's because it's comfortable. I hold on to clothes way too long, frankly. But oh, that's right, I can jump over mountains. I kind of want to do that next turn, because that's really fun. But yeah, I've just held on to it. Oh! What was that noise? Oh! Waifu Killer, thank you. My host image did not work, apparently. Which is weird. I redid a bunch of my images recently for alerts. I drew custom images for things like follows and subscriptions and donations, even though the vast majority of them aren't going to be seen yet, obviously. But I could have sworn I did the host one. Maybe that's the one that I forgot, which is really stinks. But I do appreciate the follows, or not the follow. What am I saying? I still appreciate the host. It's very kind of you, Waifu Killer. Oh, gosh. Yeah, but tell me about how your day has been so far, man. Have you done any exciting things? I know you're at work right now, but anything before that? What? How did that only do 18? Wow. Starbucks for lunch, really? I'm gonna be perfectly honest. This is a bit of a controversial opinion, but I've never really been a Starbucks person. It's just if you're not into coffee, I don't know. Yeah, but I do. Yeah, but it's cool that you had a good lunch. They do. My brain is. The wheels are spinning on my brain. I immediately forgot what I was gonna say. Ah, my memory. Alright, sounds good, man. Oh, actually, I'll answer it when you get back, because you asked me. I don't want to answer your question while you're gone. That'd be. I feel like that would defeat the purpose of the question. Man, these guys have 5 range. They are absolutely unbelievable. I actually have them too close. They're at risk of being hurt where they are now. Yeah, but we're in another golden age, obviously. We're one of 3 civs out of the 6 to go into a golden age. It figures that Chandragupta goes into a gold. I don't know why he's in a golden age when he is falling apart. Yeah, he's gonna be off the map in 6 turns here, so I don't quite know why that's like that, but okay, that's fine. You do you, pal. And +1 range, that's what I wanted. We now have a 4-range missile cruiser armada. We are ready to kick butt and take names. We are culturally dominant over Korea. I think the only person left is Simone Bolivar, but we're pretty much gonna knock Korea out anyway, so it's not really going to matter. When we knock Bolivar out, we should win. That's probably the fastest way we could win, except for an easy science victory. What's with all this? I'm just gonna click this and do what needs to be done. I don't know what any of those are. I don't really care. We've pretty much researched everything at this point because we're just that far ahead in all of our stats in 1802. We're just doing that well, frankly. There's not much else to be said on the matter. We're filthy rich. Oh, let's buy a giant death robot. I don't think I have a city named after Waifu Killer for some reason. I don't know why I wouldn't. I feel like that's something I would do. Considering Waifu Killer is my one and only mod. I feel like I should have done that by now. Oh, he's back. Yes, it's a you, Waifu Killer. Hi. Oh, so I wanted to answer your question. but you were gone, so I wasn't able to answer it. What have I done today? I don't think I've really done much. I was doing research into my master's school application because I've been trying to get that sorted out, but for some stupid reason, my login information is not being accepted in the portal, so I've been emailing the school for over a week about this, and they've just been taking... They've been taking their sweet time replying to me, I'll say that much. Yes, rip indeed. I don't know why I just bought a sewer, we don't need one. But we'll just build a builder, why not? I have... Oh! Promotions. Every turn I earn 3% of the gold in my treasury as income. Yes. Fine, that's all good with me. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to today. But admittedly, I haven't really done much else that's actually interesting. I listened to kind of a news podcast, and I think that's about it. I was working on some ideas for my stream overlay here, actually. I was trying to implement, if you can see this, because I haven't fully fixed it yet, the chat box obviously is not going as high as it normally does. What I was trying to implement is I had okay, hang on a second. I have to quick focus on what I was trying to do here, because I don't remember what it was. And then after I figure this out, I will continue my train of thought, because I cannot do multiple things at once. I'm very mentally weak that way. I should link my Discord to my Twitch. I don't have a Discord. I mean, I have a Discord account, but so my status shows that I'm streaming. Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, that would be smart. I should look into that. When you asked that, I figured you meant if I create a Discord channel that people could go to, but no, what you're saying makes more sense. Oh my gosh, what was I saying? Or before, what was I doing? We'll just put in solidarity. I don't really think I need any of the rest of this stuff. Yeah, we don't need the rest of this stuff. Boop. Yes, my chat box. Thank you. So what I was doing in that top right corner there is I was working on, because I was trying to, make my stuff look a bit more professional, implementing more features, just, the whole 9 yards. And I was trying to implement something along the lines of like what you see with other larger streamers, where they have little lists of who's the most recent follow, sub goals and things like that. Obviously, sub goals don't apply to me at the moment because, I'm still just I'm still the bottom rank in terms of Twitch stuff, but yeah, I am close. Here's the weird thing that I've been so confused about. I'm not able to show this at the moment, but in my feed, because obviously you can follow people on Twitch even when they're not live, and my Streamlabs gives me a feed of when people follow, when people host, and things like that, and that's over just on the side of my screen here. And the weird thing is, in the past week, according to what the numbers say, I've had something like 5 or 6 people follow me, but my number seems to either not change or go down, and I don't know. It's really confusing to me how they. I'm sure people are just following and unfollowing. Like I said, like I've said several times by now, to the point of probably exhaustion. I do this for fun, so I don't really care if people are unfollowing me from it. That's absolutely their choice. But yeah, the number just doesn't move. It's really weird. How much? Where's Korea's army? Okay, they have a tank. I've been really confused as to what they've been doing, because they supposedly have an army that's a third of my size, but that's still something. And they just haven't been using it. Oh, and I can apparently... Can I attack you from all the way over there? It says I can, but I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I don't... The fluctuation is very strange. But yeah, the nice thing is... I expected the Faller one to actually be the hardest thing to get to affiliate, but yeah, we're almost there. The one that I'm having to overcome is the average views, because I think I sit around... I said anywhere between 2 and 2.5, depending on what I've recently streamed. So it's one of those things where I'm close, but I just have to get more people sticking around. I'm not gonna make Awesome Nuts might get me there. Yeah, there were some there were some crazy streams for Awesome Knots that were pretty large by comparison. I want to say I had upwards of 10 people at some point. It was nuts. I'm not gonna make peace with him just because he's about to go away anyway. So I could have taken. Wait, his loyalty is stabilized? How has he done this? I should have accepted peace. Yeah, the whole idea of a niche games has been interesting. It absolutely makes a lot of sense, and yeah, your Geometry Dash games were really successful. I just feel really... I just don't know how I feel about pigeonholing myself into a game, simply because I like being able to stream a lot of different things, because there's a lot of different types of games I like to stream, obviously. I think I have MOBAs like Awesome Knots and Pokemon Unite, and then I have, on the complete opposite side of the spectrum, I have things like Civ, which is very much not a MOBA. So my interests seem to be all over the place. Yeah, but yeah, then I don't want to get burned out is the other thing. But yeah, I've considered it because you always hear people say, oh yeah, you have to find a game that is very popular, but at the same time people aren't streaming it very much, and they have that thing that they always say. And I don't think any of the games I play are like that. A lot of the games I play, I feel like, either have a lot of people streaming them already, or just not a lot of people are interested in. So I don't want to play a game that I don't think I would enjoy just to attract attention. I feel like that would just be a little disingenuous. Oh, you said be right back. I don't know how... Whoops! I don't know how much of that you missed. We'll have to end up seeing... Good job, me. And then we'll take care of this when Waifu Killer gets back. Let's see. We don't need the gold. The amenity would be nice, though. We'll go for the amenity. There's just so many things to build. I don't want to bother building them, because there's not really a point. That's just a regular rainforest. Why is it so good? My gosh, 5 production and 6 food. I don't want to get rid of that. I'd rather get rid of these woods over here that are giving me what? Was that 2 and 2 maybe instead of 6 and 5? Yeah, what a joke, man. Alright, let's just station you there. There's really no reason not to. All we have to do is take Korea's capital. We could frankly just take these 2 areas and then just go away. And we'd be fine. But yeah, for now, we'll play it a little safe. We will just take our giant death robots and nuke everything in sight. Not literally, just metaphorically, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's crazy, from all the way from here I can shoot them. These artillery are nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, you'd have to be closer. And frankly, we could just walk him in and pretty much take the city, so let's try it. Yep, there we go. Another city, very easily taken. What are you building here? Oh wait, that's Mont Saint Michel. Cool beans. We're just getting lots of resources that we could turn into monopolies, but we don't have the great merchants to do it, and we're not going to be able to going to be getting them in the time before the game ends. So it's not really much of a point. I'm going to start moving this giant death robot over this way, because frankly, we don't need to knock out Korea. We could just take the capital. That's all we would really have to worry about. Didn't I march someone over to this oil? I think that's where you're going. Yes, you're going there. Make me an oil well. Get me a cotton plantation. This area over here is actually very prosperous. I'm a big fan of the resource distribution in Africa, actually. I absolutely am a fan. Alright, copper. Just build me some railroads. I don't need any of these railroads, but I'm just building them because why not? I'm sure the railroads take extra... I'm sure the railroads cost extra, but it's not really a big deal for me. I'm loaded. I'm just building a railroad to say I've built a railroad, pretty much. And this machine gun actually is serving a purpose, because India's not just going away on their own, which is really annoying, actually. Alright, we'll move you forward, because there's nothing left for you to do. You can march out this way, take a builder. You can potentially get that trade route. Is anyone within range of grabbing that trade route now? See, this is the way I like to build a military. Small, but technologically advanced enough that it still is extremely overpowered. I don't like having 20 military units or something crazy like that to manage. Although this is still a pretty large military for me, relatively speaking. A great rider from Gran Colombia. Absolutely not. We cannot allow that. We must absolutely wreck Gran Colombia so that they just don't stand a chance.
I never think
that is what we must do. I have built another great work. We're going to move this extra 20% culture over to... We could send it to Deconverse, although I don't really feel like that is worth it. I don't know. Let's go take a quick look. It could potentially be, actually. I feel like we're definitely peaceful guys would get more out of it, so we'll move them there. There we go. Forest fires, governors, just a bunch of stuff that doesn't really matter. I have the capability to have 32 trade routes. Oh my gosh, dude. 32 trade routes is nuts. What do I even do at this point? This game is over. I just need to end it, is really all that's left. Just build things. We can stockpile money. No issue here. We'll just do space race stuff, not that it's a big deal. And we get an extra era score because Pingala now knows what he's doing, a little bit more than he did before. And we'll just buy science stuff. We'll buy a stadium, we have lots of money. Lots of money to spend. And there we go. And now just build something, I don't know, build a trader. Why not? And then we will go to here, we'll just tell it to build the watermill. And now we... Okay, I keep saying now this, now that. We don't need to hear that. You guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to bore you with me saying now this, now this, now this, now this. No one wants to hear that. Alright, wait. Do these automatically get railroads? Oh, I think I just already built the railroad here because I clearly know what I'm doing. In case you guys can't tell, I don't typically use railroads. I just never bother to build military engineers because I never really have encampments with which to build them because I don't bother building encampments. So that long train of stuff is why I just don't typically do railroads. We could steal a boost for predictive systems, but we don't need it. We just don't need it. What are you good at? Doesn't seem like you're good at anything, actually. Just go for that, I suppose. And you can just shoot this. We're getting some nice experience from that, at the very least. And you. Oh my gosh, look at all the rice fields that are out here. This is nuts. Rice and cotton galore, it's beautiful stuff. What's the fast? Kyoto actually is the other capital we need, so we can very easily just take these two, make peace with Korea, and that's all we have to worry about. And we'll just get a nuclear submarine, because why not, right? We now have a nuclear submarine. Pew! We're actually not doing much damage to these guys. Relatively speaking. Their defenses are actually worth something. So this is going to be a little more difficult. But luckily we have giant death robots, so I'm not really that concerned. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, that fixed that issue. 1, 2, 3, I can totally count. We'll just put you over here. And there we go. I'll just go sit you over here. There's really nothing for him that he needs to do. Because all we have to do is take these two, and we basically... We have our little Manchurian province over here. That would be kind of a little colony area. Gosh, I think one of the most satisfying things in a game of Civ is getting to the point where your empire is so large that you have to scroll the map to see all of it. So hitting that point feels very satisfying to me because it means that you're not pigeonholed at a corner, you're not restricted on your cities. You've been able to do well. Oh my gosh. We just killed 2 spies and a third one still got away. Gee willikers. That's a lot of spies. If we take our giant death robot, Donsworth, And we just march him. Oh yeah, Donsworth stopped. I think that Donsworth was the guy that stopped by, I believe, the last time that we streamed this. So with Donsworth, we are. No, I want to march in. No, don't skip your turn, you butt. Can you? Thank you. That was way more difficult than it had to be. Okay, loyalty issues here. We gotta move our governor over. Gyeongju. We don't need any of these ones. We can just... Oh my gosh, Donsworth! You made it, man! How goes it? I hope you're doing alright. Let's see. Sorry, it took me a really long time to read there for some silly reason. There we go. Alright, and... Yeah, so, there you go. Your robot just took Korea's capital. We're doing pretty well here, I would say. I've worked out a plan to where... Because we need all the capitals, right? Korea's capital and Japan's capital are directly next to each other, so we just took Korea's capital. If we take Japan's capital here, then we will be able to just, you know, well, both of these capitals, and then we could come over here and take Grand Colombia's capital and Canada's capital, and we'd win. But what I'm thinking is after we've taken these capitals, we just make peace with Korea, come over here, and just, if we do enough damage to Bolivar, his local culture will drop low enough to where we can just win a culture victory, because we're influential over everyone but Bolivar at this point. And I'll even show you the numbers here in a second. It's not even close. We'll just do thermonuclear, because why not? Yeah, look at these numbers. So, for local tourism, I have 964. He is 398. The third place is Korea with 138. So, if we knocked Bolivar out, we would go from needing 399 foreign tourists to only needing 139. So, which we already have that much. Now, granted, knocking out Bolivar will lose some, but we'll be in the time it's going to take me to do that, we'll be getting more from the other civs nearby. What, might be able to win in one swoop? Yeah, that's the goal. I'm wanting to win this session if at all possible, simply so that next time I played Civ, we'd be able to start fresh with a new game. Ideally, I'd like to try playing up at Immortal difficulty, just because I haven't done that recently, and obviously that's the point where the AI just starts just straight up cheat in certain aspects with the raw stats. But I still think it'd be a fun challenge. Because at the moment, I can kind of just click and have these guys do whatever. It doesn't really matter. I think by now the queue is on Whomp Jump Wonderland. I know the name was literally right in front of me there, but I totally missed what the name was. I'm really great at this, in case you guys can't tell. Wait a second. Oh, you're a military engineer. What am I doing? Military engineers can build upon elephants, can't they? That's definitely something they can do. Oh, hey now, what are you guys doing here? Oh, I totally missed that. Okay. So I guess that word technically isn't banned according to what the permitted terms are, but I tend to encourage a family-friendly language-wise, but you know, my mod is next civ to play. Ooh, good question. Donsworth, we may have talked about this last time you were here, but I think I don't think I've streamed Civ for a couple weeks, so I've slept a few times since then. Ooh, I don't know. There's some good options. I've really enjoyed Portugal, but I'm obviously not going to play as them again immediately. If I do True Start, I think it'd be really fun to do just a roleplay England, because I just really enjoy doing that typically when it comes to emote only mode. What? What, Killer? What are you doing? What are you doing, you little troublemaker? Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot how the conversation went as well. It's absolutely nothing personal. My memory's just garbage. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do either random or I am going to do True Start England or something, because True Start England is just always a blast to do. I will say on a higher difficulty though, being capped by not being able to sail across the water immediately, that may be a really hard hurdle to overcome. We may be able to take them, maybe? No, okay, we're close. We're gonna get Kyoto next turn. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking a bit about who I'm going to want to play as. Because yeah, I feel like I need to stream more with the variety of games I play. Because as an example, the games I tend to want to stream, a lot easier if Norway isn't in the game. That's true. If Norway isn't in the game, if France isn't in the game, if those two aren't there, then I have some direct area to which I can go, or if Gaul isn't, because I feel like Gaul would spawn in pretty much near the same spot. If there's no civs directly near me, then I have time to research shipbuilding, get across to some new land, and settle. Oh, that's true, because you have the mountains over there for the +5 campus. Or just a good campus in general. Because, yeah, look at the reefs around here. These are... reefs... Yeah, oh, you're probably talking about this spot. Gosh, that is a beautiful spot with 3 fish harbor adjacency. Yeah, that is actually a really nice spot. I feel like I almost want to play as Norway just so I can practically guaranteed have access to that. That seems like a lot of fun, actually. I don't know why I did that, because now he's going to get shot by everyone. But it's okay, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, but because as I was saying, I feel like I play too many games almost, because... yeah, we'll make peace. I don't really care at this point. Because the games I like to play, when I only stream twice a week, the games I at the very least want to be able to stream, at least at some points, are Civ, Awesome Knots, Pokemon Unite, maybe some Minecraft here and there. I'm sure there's some others that I'm just forgetting. I play a few different games, so only streaming twice a week means that it's potentially 2 weeks in between when I play a game. So I feel like when the fall comes around and my streaming schedule changes, if I move to streaming at night and my work schedule will allow for it, I'll be able to stream more days, which that could fix our problem a bit. Because I remember back when I streamed 4 days a week, or... oh my gosh. You saw how much I had to right-click there just to get rid of that peace deal. That was a major peace deal that we just signed. Oh, look at that. So, I could get... here's the difficulty. I could get a monopoly, or a corporation, sorry. Or, I could get the 2 cosmetics, which I kind of like that idea better, just for amenities. If it had been any other great merchant, I would have really loved to have made a corporation, but we don't really have that flexibility at the moment. Not when you have cosmetics that you could create as a luxury resource, or as a luxury amenity, whatever term you want to use to call it that, whatever. What are we doing down here? Kongela could actually use some stuff. What do we put here is the question. It doesn't really matter, honestly. What is my go-to types of civ? Oh, yes. So, my go-to civs are ones that work well with trade routes, because I almost always pick Owls of Minerva as my secret society. So I love picking civs that work very well with trade routes. So Portugal is the pinnacle of that, basically. But there are some others that I'm forgetting, and it feels really bad. But I do like civs that spec heavily into things like production. So for example, the Inca are pretty basic to where they're very general as civ, but I love building with the terrace farms because just stacking food and production is really satisfying. I like the Mayans. I like turtle civs, basically. Civs that can get pretty good yields and if you're able to just turtle, that snowballs over time. So the Inca with their terrace farms, the Mayans just being the Mayans. Vietnam was pretty fun when I played as them. It just was not I just didn't like... the zombie game mode just made things a bit more difficult, but I liked playing as Korea for the defensive bonus I had. It would have been much nicer if I hadn't been so technologically surpassed that my advantage basically did nothing for me. But, you know, it comes and goes. In terms of pros and cons and whatnot. That's the word I was looking for. There we go. My gosh, we're making 4,000 gold per turn. This is... good grief, this is ridiculous. But, you need to go to... what in the world is up with this order? Should be at Evora, I believe is the next one. But, before I forget, I need to do this. Infernal automaton is a cool name. But I mean, waifu killer is actually a really cool name for a giant death robot, if you think about it. I'm sure that's not what he planned when he came up with the name. But ever tried Congo? I remember we actually did talk about the Congo last time, and I haven't really played them too much, even though from what it sounds like. Don't listen to waifu killer. If he abuses his power, I will kick him. Don't feel obliged to do anything he tells you to do unless I also tell you to do it. But I immediately forgot what I was saying. But yeah, waifu killer, you are now the giant death robot waifu killer. You will get to annihilate cities and live out your warlike fantasies or whatever. I don't know. I don't know these things. Yeah, we can just start moving everyone this way. Everyone come over to Gran Colombia. That's what we want to do. Come over here. And yeah, Korea is basically just going to allow me to do this. Are you able to march in? You are. There we go. Kyoto, we're obviously keeping. Now we could basically just wait, because Korea's army is not going to stand a chance against me in any way, shape, or form. So we can just fall back, fortify with everyone. Just kind of bring everyone over to the coast here, and begin and prepare for our grand assault on Gran Colombia. Hey, I did that unintentionally, but my grand assault on Gran Colombia. It works. I promise it works. Yeah, I didn't even plan that, but it just worked out that well. Here's my question. Okay, there is no Panama Canal, so these guys are going to have to sail the long way. We could theoretically start from the western side of South America. There's a little bit more flexibility for us to land that way. You want me to win? Well, I appreciate that. I'd be really offended if you wanted me to lose, honestly. Yeah, but I mean, I'm going to win. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take. This is saying I'm going to get a victory in 14 turns, which I don't believe at all. That victory in certain turns number is never truly that reliable for culture victory. But I mean, it's just the fact of if I wanted to win, I could practically win with the science victory. I could guarantee win a science victory this stream, just because I just haven't been going for the science stuff. I've just been holding off because I kind of like the idea of a domination or a culture victory. How is this under siege? That one soothsayer. Hang on, this one soothsayer
and it's again you can
is
never plan the future.
Yeah, this one soothsayer is putting this city under siege. How in the world are you doing that? You dum-dum? That's so weird. Okay. Oh, actually, it's just occurred to me. Where did you go? You actually stay over here just so we don't lose it to loyalty. You are the one that we'll want to bring over. But yeah, everyone here just has to get over here. You guys are gonna take a while, but that's kind of what we have to do. And we can just keep researching future Civic. I mean, we just keep getting governor titles. We can basically promote everyone to just be extremely good at what they do. We'll just do fisheries, because I think I currently have her stationed out of Iceland. Oh my gosh, it's D-Converse. We have quite a party here today of Civ people. Donsworth, D-Converse, how are you all doing? I hope you're doing all right. Poland. Ooh, I think I played as Poland a little bit back when they first came out. I don't remember much about... Because, yeah, they came back... I want to say they were one of the few Civs that were DLC before Rise and Fall. So I played mainly as them before all the new changes. So if they were rebalanced... like, if their game was... If their playstyle was rebalanced, kind of like how England's is, with the extra features that Rise and Fall and Gathering Storm add, then I wouldn't know what those changes are. What? No, waifu killer. I have no clue why D-Converse talks like that. I just appreciate that D-Converse stops by. It's been a while since you've seen me play the game. Yeah, I want to say it's been a couple weeks since I played it at all. I'm kind of just jumping all over with what people are saying at this point because I was not paying attention and a bunch of comments came in. Why does my game quality look so much better? I don't know. The screen's in 1080. I think I do actually have the graphics settings decently high. Maybe that's what it is. Let's take a look. I don't know. I don't know, maybe it's the high resolution water. I don't quite know what to tell you, honestly. What? No. What? What in the world are you talking about? Wife and killer, what in the world? I am... Oh my gosh, waifu killer. Gosh, waifu killer. I'm so glad I made you my mod, dude. It's good to have you around. Oh my gosh, dude. Good grief. But yeah, we do have a couple people around since this question was asked, because I was talking about it with waifu killer earlier. D-Converse, Donsworth, what have you guys been up to today? Have you done anything interesting today or the past, or since I've seen you last? I've just been working more on the Tiramisu project. That's basically all I've been doing in my spare time that I actually dedicate to important things. I've just been playing video games, yeah. If I actually spent the time that I just sit around watching YouTube and playing video games, if I actually dedicated that to streaming more and playing video games more, because I'm not busy right now, if I actually dedicated that time to doing other things towards content creation, I would probably already be affiliate, or I'd be doing way better on YouTube. I just don't. It's a hobby. I don't want to turn it into an obsession. Frankly, I don't know. That just randomly came up. I just felt like saying it. I guess I don't know. All right, research lab, and we're just gonna stockpile money at this point because we can. There's nothing left we really need to buy. We're just stalling for time, so I'm just gonna build random things. Get all of these guys over here. Oh gosh. I feel like I need to get I want to rename this giant death robot now to D-Converse, because my other two giant death robots are named named Donsworth and Waifu Killer. So I feel like it'd be only appropriate. But then again, D-Converse does have a city, so I think that balances out. One of my better cities as well. So actually, because it's on Ireland, it hasn't grown that much. Sleeping pattern, all kinds of messed up, and waking up midday. Wow. Yeah, I actually know a couple people who just wake up midday, just on their own. So it's, I don't know. I personally cannot do that. Even if I stay up super late, which I don't tend to stay up late. I tend to go to bed around 10:30 or 11. I'll wake up. My body will just naturally wake up around 7ish or so. No matter. So yeah, if I want to get a good amount of sleep, that means I have to go to bed early. Otherwise, if I go to bed at 3 a.m., I'll still probably wake up at 7, which means I get 4 hours, and I can't cope with that. My body basically has to get a decent amount of sleep, or it'll be an absolute mess. I don't know why I said all that, but just felt like it had to be said. But I don't know. I feel like, as an example, I think my sleep pattern's been all right recently. But I have the problem of I'll get 8 hours of sleep, which is, I think, a perfectly reasonable amount. But then I'll wake up, and I will feel like I think I'll just have slept restlessly or something, to where I feel like I didn't sleep at all. It's so weird. Yesterday, I was thinking about actually being productive in the morning, and I still was able to accomplish maybe one thing. I want to say it may have been yesterday I worked on a bunch of my LinkedIn stuff, or did something along those lines, but my body was so tired I could barely get out of bed. It was weird. I don't know, it just randomly happens sometimes. I'm not a scientist, so I can't explain why it happens, but I'm sure there are scientists out there who think I'm an idiot for not knowing these things, but ooh, Simone Bolivar just spent about 1,200 gold. He must have done something important. See, I'm still trying to have to move all my stuff over for my glorious conflict, or my glorious battle with Bolivar, because I mean, Bolivar actually will be a bit of a challenge, probably, because his army is, his military strength is at 1,100. It's the only person who's even close to me, but he's actually still somewhat close, so I can't really afford to play recklessly here. I should have checked. Does Korea have any uranium? Because I could keep going after them. Oh, they do. It's not worth going to get it. Because if I went up and got that, I could have another giant death robot, but I am not going... I'm not going to bother, frankly, trying to knock out Korea more. Because that's going to take a bunch of extra time, and one extra giant death robot is not going to speed things up that much, frankly. How about you build a commercial hub? I could use some more money. I mean, I don't feel like I have too much money at the moment. That's a silly idea, frankly. Wait, +2? Yeah, +3. We'll get rid of the woods. It doesn't really matter. Look at this tank. This tank thinks it stands a chance. Bye-bye. I said bye-bye. Come on. Bye-bye. What is this giant death robot doing? Okay, it is technically out of range. I was just worried that the Donsworth giant death robot was about to start taking damage unnecessarily. You know, when you put giant death robots on autopilot, things just happen. You can't. It's not my fault if they trample a city. I mean, they were just walking where I told them to walk. They were just walking somewhere I told them to walk. The city got in the way, right? I mean, that's what I'm inclined to think, right? All right. Good grief. I could have sworn I was already doing this. Why? Okay, yeah. Weren't you the one that was staying here? Wait, where's the mechanized infantry that's supposed to be here? He's here. Okay, he's still going. You cannot die. No, Donsworth, you are... I'm sure you are unbeatable. So we have nothing to worry about there. I'm trying to figure out where all of Bolivar's military strength is centered. Because he has modern AT armies, which are actually pretty good compared to what I've been fighting. But does he have airstrips somewhere? And we'll do this while it's next. Okay, he does actually have some airstrips, but luckily giant death robots do get the upgrade for anti-air capabilities. And I think I have it at this point. Yeah, I have it somewhere. I've researched basically everything at this point. I don't need the money. And I don't need open borders either, Canada. You're kind of... Canada, you're basically irrelevant at this point. Sydney Opera House, that's fine. I was just building it for the heck of it, I think. I'm at the point in the game where I just build wonders for the heck of it. But that's what I did all of Civ 5, so at the very least I'm still able to carry some of my playstyle over to Civ 6. They make tanks out of the dust particles that brush my armor. Yes, absolutely that is what they do. I didn't want the secret of how they make giant death robots to get out, but now it kind of is out, so we kind of have to deal with it. Am I able to keep lowering it beyond this? I feel like I've been doing quite a bit of... this. But I don't know if it's working. The carbon recapture. Maybe it just won't go below 3. I don't really know. But I'm at the point where I don't really care if the world goes to heck in a handbasket. I'm not really bothered by it. Because I tend to like the apocalypse mode when everything just goes red and things just start blowing up. I tend to find that pretty fun, actually, to play in that mode. But, I'm only doing carbon recapture because I need stuff for my cities to do that. I think that's just more of a testament to how broken, overpowered Portugal is in the right hands. I'm not saying I'm the right hands, but I mean it all did come together quite nicely. I mean, let's be honest here. What are you doing? We could go make a silk industry, I think. Yeah, let's do that. 20% yield in the host city. Doesn't really matter, but we do now have a silk industry. We can just say we have one. And then we'll build another seastead. We could just build tons of these things, and they actually... These tiles are actually somewhat decent when that happens. I feel like if we had a harbor with a lighthouse, it'd be even better, but it's not really worth doing because, excuse me, all we're doing at this point in the game is just messing up Bolivar. I feel like I've already auto-clicked with all of you. I don't know why you keep making me auto-click with all of you. Yeah, this it's nice having this army, but good grief, can you please all get over here? And you don't actually need to be here, so we'll actually bring you over. Because we'll actually need our mechanized infantry. Because the fact that he has modern AT, that's equivalent essentially to what I have. Oh! Okay, modern armor. He has his cavalry unit, which should be fine. He does have modern armor cores, so that is a slight concern, actually. We may actually have to upgrade our military before we go over there. I don't think we have to. Oh my gosh, his military strength jumped up another 100 just in the time that we've been going over there. How about this? There are a few, for example, mechanized infantry are, I think, corps. They're both corps. Let's make them into armies. Next chance we get. Just for a little bit more security against the modern armor. Because I am quite a bit concerned about that, actually. I picked him even though I didn't need him, just so other people couldn't have him. That's the way I play these games. Agent of Chaos and whatnot. And then I'm just clicking on whatever. Frankly, I'm just clicking on whatever at this point. Here, we'll pick that. We'll start upgrading Amani, doesn't really matter. See, unfortunately, we're at the point where we're trying to march all of our guys over there. And there's really nothing left. There's really nothing left for these guys to do. I'll just have you sit around. You're fine. I could totally think. I like how I send a guy over thinking, okay, yeah, I'll have him do this, and I totally forget what I sent them over to do. But at the very least, we have we're building a nice railroad network in Africa, which is actually more than I could say for what I have in Europe. I do find it funny though that because the way things are distributed, no one ever came up here to Asia really. All of Asia was basically empty. Interesting to see different war approaches. How do you tend to approach a war in this game? How do you tend to handle it? I just gotta take whatever army I have, march it over there, and just go, whatever, this is fine. I don't even tend to start wars unless I just get bored, because I tend to I tend to enjoy turtling. Oh, we killed another spy. Yeah, Grand Columbia. Oh yeah, we'll make peace. I wasn't really wanting to fight with you anymore anyway. I'm just kind of wanting to mess up Grand Columbia at this point. It's taken my guys about 15 minutes to march over here. That is how long it's taking these guys to get over here. Like having a strong air force, rush the fighter and bomber techs. I have heard they're pretty good in this game. I just,
no, my friends.
Because I never tend to spec too much in the military, I just don't bother using them. Okay. That would have been nice if we actually had Civic boosts left, or if we had Civics left to boost. But we're just at future Civic, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I just haven't really bothered using fighters and bombers. I'm sure they're good, but I tend to do I don't tend to use cavalry much either. I tend to just use infantry, maybe a ranged unit or two, and just tons of siege stuff. And I also tend to go pretty heavy in a navy, actually. I mean, we could do this, I guess. Just for the sake of at least being able to say that we should be able to end it this game. The Cold Ready is fun and all, but it's just it's a bit of a hassle. I'm not gonna speed it up though. I'll start it, and we'll see what happens. I kind of want to just knock Bolivar out. I kind of want to go that route, but oh wait a second, I'm an idiot. Symbol of Peace is supposed to be by mechanized infantry. These guys are actually really expensive. My gosh, okay. That's fine then, I guess. Here, we'll buy a mechanized infantry here as well. Actually, what place? Yeah, Tadmeka was the one. You get extra experience if I build you here, technically. So we'll just purchase you there. And yeah, we just need to wait at this point. We're making 4,500 gold a turn, basically. A lot of that's going to start being from interest. We just have to get far enough in this game that we can end it. Just go ahead and just repair the neighborhood. Ferris wheel. There's a lot of stuff for these people to do. And by that, I mean there's not enough for them to do. We're just doing tons of carbon recapture. I do have a city that actually has an oil power plant. I remember buying it on accident, and once you build a power plant, you're stuck with one of those power plants basically, unless you get the decommission option. So yeah, I'm just sitting around with an oil power plant, just wondering what in the world, I don't really want it, because I don't tend to do the pollution stuff. Vic's top civ ends up having land everywhere. You can source a lot of aluminum. Combined with a strong navy, powered buildings bonus means you can make a big air force dominate the ocean and skies. Yeah, I mean, Victoria's already going to dominate the ocean because England. But yeah, having a good air force, I do see that those two could be a pretty good combination. Perhaps next time I play a Civ, I need to I need to test out the air force a bit just to see how it operates. They tend to be pretty late game though. Maybe that's why I don't usually do it. And then it's also just a military aspect. But I tend to just build a few military units early on. And then those are the units I just upgrade the entire time. Wait, where were you going? Go repair the horse, please. We have just been sitting here. I think I probably sent him to repair that horse a couple times. And then I see him sitting on top of what looks like a horse. And I say, oh, he's repaired the horse. But he actually hasn't. It's all a lie. There we go, just more turtles. I don't know, just go spy on him, I guess. No, just go spy on Gran Colombia. Doesn't really matter at this point. Yeah, I do like playing as Germany. I feel like they're somewhat generalist. They have a slight military and production lean. But I like the ability to be able to produce more districts than cities normally can have. I do like that, and you can tell this is an AI because they just build mountain tunnels. They build mountain tunnels everywhere. There's not even a point in having a mountain tunnel here if you already have one over here. Well, here, let's say this: if you have a mountain tunnel there and a mountain tunnel over here, there's no point to have the middle one because they're both the same distance away from the city. So yeah, that's weird. Product. I have a lot of products, I know that much. No oil plants, we'll say. World Games, yeah, that's fine. We'll probably win that practically by default. Let's dial back a few points from this and put it into this category. I don't even know where I stand on diplomatic victory points. We may just win a diplomatic victory without paying attention. Let's see. Oh, no, apparently I had enough to where everyone wanted me to lose some.
You can
okay.
never plan the future.
How many did I actually have? I don't know how many I had. Let's find out. Oh, well, I was actually really close to diplomatic victory without even paying attention. There we go. Oh my gosh, my tourism is actually climbing quite a bit. The quicker I can... Gosh, Bolivar is... catching up to me on military score. I think he sees the writing on the wall. He's just building a military so that as I'm getting over there, he's just going to be going to town. Oh yeah, I'm easily gonna win that thing. I don't know. We'll pick you, I guess. Yeah, city cannot be put under siege. I like that. Doesn't really matter, but we'll do it. How close is my army? Because it's been a long time since I queued them to get over here. I've just been having builders do a bunch of random things, but I'm starting to get a little impatient. I want to be having some, war here. But... Oh, it's already in mine. I was thinking, did I have uranium out here the entire time that I wasn't improving for some reason? Apparently not. I'm just going crazy. Yeah, go to Geneva, please. I like to trade with Geneva. They've been my buddy for a long time. They're one of the reasons I have such high science. 1,600 science. I mean, that's pretty good. And we'll just... I don't know, we'll recruit partisans, I guess? We'll try that. We'll see how it goes. I'm kind of just doing it for the heck of it. Go build me a ski resort. We actually have a few of those. Having ski resorts on Mount Everest actually looks pretty cool. And we captured an Indian spy. What a scrub. Haha. Leonor. That's a pretty cool name, actually, Leonor. You sound like you're a good spy. Anyway, yeah, this has been taking a long time. I may go a little longer today if it means that we can knock Bolivar out, because this is taking a long time. My culture victory imminent. That's... Oh, that's pretty interesting, actually. The fact that it specifically called that out. That is... Ooh, we're within range of a lot of different victories here. We could basically pick whichever one we want to win. I'm probably gonna pick culture just by nature of knocking out Bolivar. But hey, man, that's pretty cool, I'd say. Just train athletes. I don't care what you guys are doing. Just train me some athletes, please. Let's... I mean, what does this even give me? Gives me actually a decent bit of tourism. Now, granted, I don't want the game to be going for another 30 turns, because the science victory is practically over by then, because I started Exoplanet already. So, yeah, it's just... all this is just a matter of time. Oh, what have I done? I accidentally opened settings. There we go. Alright, and let's... Okay, Donsworth has joined up with Waifu Killer here. We do now have 2 giant death robots in the area. Anti-air defense strength increased to 130. Yeah, he does have an air force, or at least he has the capability for an air force. Ow! This poor city just got riggedy wrecked by that volcano. My gosh.
Plan the future.
Okay. If another one of those... I'm running out of things to do. I've had Future Civic and Future Tech queued up for so long at this point. Also grants... Oh, excuse me. Also grants all my cities 5% towards city project each time it's completed. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know it did that. Grants 2 randomly chosen free technologies. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll take it for the combat strength buff to my missile cruisers. It doesn't really matter. If I recruited him, all it would do is it would give me future tech twice. So that's basically pointless. Are you guys here yet? Are you guys here yet? You are taking such a long time to get over here. Just have everyone train athletes. Most of these cities don't... Oh, I shouldn't be doing that in Africa, though. There are still a lot of things I could build in Africa. Like a production area, for example. Just right there. A simple +2. It's something. A trader for more trade routes. Upgrading a mine, because why not? Good grief. It's taking my army so long to march over there. This is crazy stuff. Just counter-spy there. I think that's where you were anyway. Oh! Okay, my army has gotten to Africa. That is something. That is at least something. Here, come here. Go there. Go there. We'll have you guys merge up. And then, we'll finally have an army. Sheep. I wish you could have a sheep corporation. It wouldn't serve any purpose, but it'd be fun to have sheep. I don't even know what they would give you, but it would be sheep, and that's all that needs to be said on the matter. Oh, those are their great generals. That's probably one of the reasons. Yeah, they're gonna be very hard to beat. They have a lot of cores. They do have airstrips. I don't know if they have planes. I don't see any at the moment. But they do have the capability for planes, which could be a problem for everything but my giant death robots. I don't know. I'm finally gonna remember to repair this horse. I always forget to repair the horse. This specific horse. But now, oh, now we have fixed that problem, and it's beautiful. I'm actually starting to burn through the builders. I remember before the carbon rate capture option, I was just mass-producing builders because may as well, right? But I haven't done that recently, and I'm actually starting to burn through quite a few of them. But it does mean that Africa... I'm going to ignore you. I'm not ready to declare war on him. My army is not there yet. We're getting close, but they're just not ready. Is there anything useful you could build? We're definitely peaceful, guys. Just train more athletes. I mean, my score is already high enough that I could guaranteed win. I don't really need to do that anymore. I can just do more carbon recapture. Gee willikers, man. What do we build up here? Commercial hub isn't really gonna do much for us. We'll just do carbon recapture. Gave the talk to the hand treatment. Oh my gosh. There's just... Oh my gosh, there's just so... I wish I didn't have to keep queuing all this up. There's just... I have so many cities at this point. That's what's dragging on the game. Because if I could just automatically queue them up to just do something... Like how in Civ 5, you could just say, hey, I'm going to have the city dedicate a percentage of its production just towards making gold. Until I say otherwise. That would be really nice in this situation. Because then... Oh, you're already going to improve that. Because then I wouldn't have to keep telling them to carbon recapture. I could do absolutely anything else. Oh! Donsworth, Abominable Ogre is here as well. Look at that. All of our giant death robots have arrived on the scene, which means the rest of our army shouldn't be too far behind. We have a mechanized infantry that's joined the party. Where's my other one? My other one is also on its way. It's just taking a while. And it's not queued up for some reason. Oh, I probably queued these guys to go where the giant death robots march to, so we'll have you all go here now. Yeah, that's definitely what I did. Alright, everyone come out here. We're getting close, guys! We should be able to start this war. We should be able to start this war before the stream ends, which would be really sad if we couldn't. I mean, they have a lot of wind turbines, look at that. It looks like such a beautiful place. It's a shame that I'm going to have to just pillage it with giant death robots. Oh, I don't feel as bad about the Air Force now. They're working with biplanes. I don't feel as bad now. A meteor shower? Where is this?
The scientific leadership give me
Hey, we built the Edmondson Scott Research Station.
There is nothing.
It doesn't really matter at this point. It just gives me a production buff. That's about it. But that's cool. Okay, we're now going to send you to Draeger. Draeger's going to get some extra culture. Why not? Yangju's actually losing loyalty. Interesting. Okay, that's not important. We're getting this, the colonial war. We're still getting this message. So we're actually hovering around a decent amount there, which is surprising. I probably could win in a couple turns if I actually just changed my cards to appropriately buff up my culture. And if I traded with Bolivar, that would also bump it up. I haven't bothered, man. I haven't bothered. I don't want to. I just really don't want to. I kind of want to mess him up and then knock him out that way. Because if I just feel like that'd be fun. That's really what I'm doing here. I'm just doing it for fun, guys. Oh my gosh, there's so much for you guys to do. Repair that stock exchange. I think I have too many cities. This is ridiculous. I don't know, carbon recapture. I wish there was something else you could do that would take more time. Build a workshop, fine. Feels like these guys are... I have 43,000 gold. Oh my gosh. I've just been skipping turns. I haven't been paying attention. But, yeah, that's quite a bit, actually. 43,000 gold. My gosh. Go repair that, please. And you can go do that fish. There. Just move there. I don't really care. Gosh, there's too much to worry about. Alright, we now have a railroad actually running through quite a bit of Africa. Because let's see, we have the railroad going all the way from, I want to say, Tadmeka. Yeah, it's running from Tadmeka all the way down to Nobamba. That's a pretty cool railroad. I'm probably never going to use it, but it's cool to have. You guys need to link up. Please do that. As soon as possible. You guys are taking way too much time. Alright. Yeah, we're almost there, guys. I'm sorry. These guys are taking so long to march over there. It's really annoying, but there's not much we can do about it, frankly. It's just a very long way to travel. I'm almost surprised that going the other way wasn't faster. But then again, they would have had to have gone all the way around South America. So, I don't know. It was probably about equidistant points if we're being perfectly honest.
Never plan
It's really hard to tell. All right, let's change our policies real quick, just out of curiosity to see if We'll promote her. Why not? I kind of want to see... let's do... tourism from other players. Oh, never mind. There's not... Oh, a plus 50% tourism from World Wonders. Yeah, that's... There we go. Hello? Oh my gosh, my tourism is over 1,000! My gosh. That, yeah, being able to jack up my tourism by that much should hopefully have an impact. I'm just, I don't care! I don't want you guys to be doing anything, I don't care! Just, I don't care. What's the fast command for sleep? Maybe that one? I can't do that for these guys, though. Army. Yay! Cool stuff. Alright. My gosh, it's just... This is the one problem with having a big empire. It's cool, but the management of it just takes so stinking long. Alright. We want a railroad... Okay, we want a railroad here, so that will be able to go run up to the kind of the eastern and northern Africa that we have. You can just sit there. The other guy's on his way. You can sit there. And we can just keep an eye on culture. Now, he keeps bumping up his culture, which is really annoying. If he wasn't in the game, we would already have won. I'd like to point out. We would already have won a culture victory. He has tons of airstrips, but they don't have anything in them. He has, I think, one biplane. Why did he build so many airstrips if he's not gonna have a massive air force? You're a Donsworth. Donsworth, you're an Air Force guy. Does this make any sense to you whatsoever that he has that many airstrips, but yet basically no planes? I mean, he has to have military strength somewhere. I just don't see where these numbers are coming from. He does have some modern armor armies. That's actually a bit concerning. I don't know. I don't quite know what to make of this, frankly.
Future seems far.
Future tech, yada yada yada. We're back to a point where we're within 10 turns of a culture victory. 6 turns, that's pretty nice. We need a trader. Do we have one free? We do not. Or we can't build one, I should say. We need to find a trader that's free, and we actually need to stop trading with the city-state temporarily, so that we can trade with Grand Columbia, because that will increase the amount of tourism that I'm getting from him. Or it should. And I should know, when I declare war on him, I'm going to be losing tourism output from him. Oh. Oh yeah, I can easily trade with him. Bam. That should help. We may be able to win a culture victory before we even go after him. Which would be pretty funny, I think. Go improve the copper. I'm just improving resources at this point, or areas that look really nice. I mean, this area looks so beautiful here in Africa. Venice. Look how large Venice's borders are. Oh my gosh, that's 1, 2, that's 4 tiles out in a pretty far direction. That's pretty cool. Alright, railroad, please. Bam. Keep that railroad going. Yeah, we may be able to win, we'll have to see. Now that we're trading with him, we're going to be getting more culture from him, and we're at peace. So that also helps. That would require us to get 100 tourism, though, in 6 turns, which... I doubt that's the case. I don't know, we're so overwhelmingly superior when it comes to our tourism output. It's crazy. We finished another one of these. We'll just go put it in Whompland Wonderworld. I still really like that name. It's great. Alright, what can I do to bump up my tourism? Ah, that's what I'm looking for. We'll get rid of that production thing, or movement speed thing. It's having to recalculate. Whenever I change them at that point, it bumps up my it changes so much that it lags the game. That's slightly concerning, but you know what? Not a big deal. I don't care about what any of those are at this point. We're so close. I can feel it. We're so close. Just keep training athletes. It's really all that's worth doing at this point. I could actually keep upgrading Africa with tons of things, but no, there's just too much to worry about at this point. It's not worth it. Not worth it. We are getting a decent amount of tourists, actually, just on a per turn here. Way faster than they're upgrading their own. So it's looking good for us. I'll say that much. It's looking good. And we keep getting all this diplomatic favor. I don't know where we're getting it from, because we're supposed to be losing 27 a turn. But apparently we're not. I don't know why. What are you doing here? I don't know, go out there. Our army's finally getting here. Look at this. They're finally arriving. It's taken them so long to get over here. Oh yeah, you came from somewhere else. Good grief, man. Their army's in the ocean as well. Are we just staring each other down? This is like the, it's like the Cuban Missile Crisis blockade. We just have our armies just out here in... Just have our armies just sitting out here. What is Canada doing, by the way? Why are they loyalty bombing me? What are they expecting to accomplish? I mean, Canada isn't exactly top of the charts in really anything. Yeah, they're actually doing pretty bad in most categories. Wow, that looks really nice there. No one's even close to a religious victory. That was the only thing I was ever concerned about. At a certain point, all I was concerned about was religious victory, and no one's even close. So, I haven't had to worry about that. The thing is, I'm such a large empire at this point, that no one can really ever fully convert me, because I've spread across the entire world. How are you supposed to convert that? What's going on here? Ah, we spawned some AT crews for them to fight. That's cool. Joanna, I should have given Joanna a promotion first. Oh well. Come on, we can actually potentially win this session, which would be awesome. I really like this music. I don't know if I've said it recently, but I like the Civ music. It's very nice. I think I've won the World Games already. Gee willikers, man, that's a lot. Yeah, just keep training athletes. I don't care. I don't care. Just keep training those athletes. There we go. Another army. 161 XP. That's a lot. And just build a railroad. This one military engineer has had quite a career, hasn't he? Go to Whompland Wonderworld. And you can just do whatever. I mean, my army's finally here. My missile cruisers are showing up as well. So it's basically time to declare war on him. But the question is, can I win before doing... Can I win in 1 or 2 turns so I don't have to bother declaring war on him? We're gaining tourism at a shocking rate. I think it's actually possible. But I do kind of want to fight him. Just because why not, frankly.
To create the I never think of the future.
I really want to, guys. Should I? I really want to do it. I really want to declare war on him. There's no logical reason to, but it'd be fun. Takes no time to establish presence. There's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, we are... I think we'll be able to win without even declaring war on him, actually. This is a nice sign. Maybe we do that. Do you guys think... Do you think we should go that route? I wasn't even going for culture victory, but it just ended up happening. That's the fun part about just playing a mercantile style. I cannot speak today. Is you can kind of just go for whatever you can kind of go for whatever victory condition you want. And there you go. You can just go for whatever one you want. No issues. I mean, I'm almost at 5. I have 68,000 gold in my treasury. It's bonkers, dude. Absolutely bonkers. That doesn't even matter, because I don't have any anti-aircraft stuff. You were trading with Geneva. Yeah. There we go. We can just keep making our money. Yeah, we're over 5,000 now. This is nuts. Go to Evora. And you can just head out here. Yeah, but we're probably going to win in a few turns, so I don't think we'll even have to... Oh, no, actually, yeah, we'll bring you out here. We don't need 6 loyalty per turn. That's not important for us. Are you considered melee? I don't know. We'll station you with the giant death robots just in case. I doubt they're considered melee, but whatever. This beautiful railroad network. It's a little bit of a mess here. I don't know why there's a road there. There must have been a city there at some point that I burned down. Surely, right? I don't feel like they'd be close enough, though. What would the road have been going to otherwise? No clue. But yeah, look at this. Our army has finally made it. It took so long for them to get here that I'm about to win a culture victory without them doing anything. That is... I feel like that's going to be a really anticlimactic way to end, though. Oh, you pillaged my spaceport? Oh, no, I don't really care. I don't really care. I mean, yeah, frankly, I don't care if you do that. We keep getting the notification about culture. Oh my gosh. The thing is, Simone Bolivar keeps bumping up. You know what? We're doing it. We're declaring war on this sucker. Bam. The world is going to heck in a handbasket now. We've really done it. Pew! Pew! We can just absolutely nuke these guys. Why can't I click on anything? I don't know if anyone else has ever had that bug in Civ, but it feels so strange that it happens. And we'll just train athletes in all of these places. Alright. The problem is we need to land, but the instant we start landing, guys, they're just going to get annihilated. So we have to be a bit strategic about this. Oh, we're out of range? Well, let's fix that. Pew! Wow, these guys are awful compared to giant death robots now. That's crazy. The range strength difference isn't even that much. But it feels super noticeable. I think that's 3. Pew! And they don't seem to have a navy, so they can't really do anything about this. We'll kill the rock band, because why not? But apparently that doesn't count as a kill, so whatever. Let's go. I can't pillage because I don't have enough movement points left, whatever. Yeah, we have to just land somewhere. But the instant we land, we're going to be causing issues. Or we're going to have issues, I should say. Pew! Man, giant death robots are absolutely nuts. It's just ridiculous. How about we bring them close to the coastline? We don't actually land them, though. Do something like this. And we should be fine? I can't foresee any issues with this. I think, because if we can take a city, we actually have some land on which we can land. We can land our troops, and that should really help us out. Just trade with Kumasi, please. Oh my gosh, we are rich, my friends. We're filthy, stinking rich. Steal the last man, why not? I don't even know who I have doing that, or if your promotions are any good for it, but you know what? It doesn't really matter that much now, does it? These destroyers are actually kind of useless. Their melee strength is not enough to beat these cities when there are walls up. But if there are still walls up, then I'm just going to use giant death robots. So, there's not really a point now, is there? I don't know. I don't really feel like there's a point. Oh yeah, look at that. There's their army. It's coming in. Oh gosh. Okay, biplanes are... Okay, well, we did kill a biplane just from it attacking the giant death robot. So that's great. They did a lot of damage to our rocket artillery, though. Good to know. We need to keep those guys out of biplane range. The problem is biplane range is pretty much everywhere from where you can see the biplane. So that's not going to be the easiest thing to do.
You can never plan the future.
Alright. You're going down, Buster Brown. Can I... Oh my gosh, this bug is so annoying. Oh my gosh, I have to pick production in 5 cities. I don't care. Just build something that takes a while, please. Although nothing really takes a while anymore. I don't know. Just repair my spaceport. Why not? There's gotta be something they can do that will take up some time. I already built water parks. I can't build more. Just build builders, I guess. We could build seasteads everywhere. Repair the holy site. I don't know. I don't want to do any... I don't want to upgrade any of this, but we just have to cycle through all of it so we can do what actually matters. And that is conquering Simon Bolivar, so that we can win a culture victory. That's all that matters. Can you reach? You can reach. Awesome. Boo to the ya, baby. Loyalty could be a bit of an issue. Let's get, what's his face over here? Let's get Victor over here to Maracaibo. His capital's right there. We could march on his capital. We don't need to immediately, but it's something we can keep in mind. And we still have our missile cruisers available to just go to town on these suckers. I feel like killing his military first could actually be a good idea. Oh my gosh, I can shoot his modern armor from the water? Oh, well that's really cool. I didn't know I could do that. I guess because it's a nuclear submarine, maybe? It's very loud for doing that, my goodness. Yeah, if we kill the machine guns, they really can't do jack about it. So we'll go with that. These are... Our rocket artillery getting hurt that badly is a bit of a concern, though. Let's land them and hope we can keep them safe. So the problem is their modern armor is going to be able to sweep in and do a ton of damage. Because there's road infrastructure all throughout here, and their range is insane. So, I'm not liking our odds that much. Oh. Well, I didn't mean to do that. He's probably dead now. Shoot. We could march you all the way over here to Pagoda. Yeah, from here you can already shoot the city. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, giant death robots are just the best. You get a promotion. What were you doing? Oh, you were counter-spying, so we'll make you 2 levels better at counter-spying. No-brainer, man. Good grief. Yeah, but now that we've actually landed, if we can kill their army quickly enough, I think we will stand a chance. And that is going to be a big if. I should be stationing the artillery in here, because they can't be killed while they're in there. I'm kind of being a dum-dum by doing that. We'll get 500 gold. That's a drop in the bucket, but whatever. Oh my gosh. And we'll pillage and get... We just got 1,000 gold, and that's basically nothing to us. That's really sad, honestly. That's really, really sad. Yeah, we'll send you to Pagoda, although we're about to probably take it anyway. We just need to hope that their biplanes keep attacking our giant death robots. Once all the biplanes are dead, we're going to be in a wonderful position. Go to Evora. Because once all their biplanes are dead, there's really nothing that's threatening our rocket artillery that much. The modern armor will obviously be a problem, but if we can keep the modern armor away, we can bombard with our rocket artillery pretty reliably. Although they still won't be as effective as the giant death robots are, because giant death robots are just insane. We need to go there and build a railroad. I need to... Let's see how much damage Bolivar does here. We've already been able to shrink his army by a significant amount, actually. Yes! We killed another biplane! They're attacking the wrong things with their biplanes. They should be attacking my artillery, because my artillery are by far the weakest things I have here. So they are fools. The biplanes were actually probably their best chance of whittling down my army, but yeah, now they're kind of being stupid. If we just move out here, we'll be able to heal faster. May as well shoot the modern armor some more. Oh my gosh, victory in 1 turn. It doesn't even matter! We're attacking Bolivar! None of this matters! Universe is a hologram and whatnot. That's a line, isn't it? Alright, okay, yeah, we get 3 arrow score for randomly killing something. That's fine. This game makes sense. Oh my gosh, we're doing so little damage with our missile cruiser armadas. How are... I know giant death robots are good and all, but how are they that good? That seems almost too good. You guys need to heal up. There we go. You can just go, I don't know, march here. Doesn't really matter. We need to get our other giant death robot in here and just kill him. Bye-bye. I feel like that we can heal up when we kill enemies, and we're so technologically advanced. Oh, it's great. It's absolutely great. Carbon recapture. Can I just skip all of these? Can I just have you do anything else? Here. Just do a bunch of that, please. I don't care. I don't want to have to worry about this, frankly. There's nothing to improve, so if we just scoop a ton of carbon recaptures, that should be enough. Although, according to them, we're going to win in 1 turn anyway, so if that is to be believed, then it doesn't really matter what we do here. So we'll just scoop a ton of carbon recapture and train athletes, and that'll be good. I'm curious. I see I've not been able to get below 3. I'm kind of thinking that I can't actually go below 3. Despite me doing all this. Holy site prayers, I guess. Clicking on the wrong thing is wonderful. Go to sleep. Trade with Kumasi. We're just kind of doing the final bits here. We probably won't actually be going that far over, which is pretty nice. That just means less rendering time afterwards for me, which, you know, I'll take. Yeah, stay there. That'll allow you to counterspy the most stuff. You can go whatever. I frankly don't care where you go. Just build some seasteads, I guess. And Caguana. Gosh, there's so much to queue up. This is nuts. And go build a railroad there. I did all that, but I don't know if it really matters. Apparently our tourism is so high that we're about to win. If their numbers are to be believed. Oh, my rocket artillery's low. Stay alive, please. I would appreciate it if you could stay alive. I'm just waiting to see if we actually do win like they said we would. No, we don't! They lied to us. Wait, what? 513 out of 509? What? What? I've won a culture victory. Why aren't you letting me win? You jerk. Why aren't you letting me win? You should just heal. We're supposed... maybe we win next turn or something? That's really weird. Wow, even with 3 giant death robots, it's still taking a long time to shoot that city down. It's nuts, dude. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why we haven't won. I think it's gonna be next turn we technically win. But that... it's looking good. It's looking very good. I don't know why I have to still keep doing this. It says I've won. Why do I have to keep doing this? Just train athletes. I do not care. Just keep shooting that. Look how little damage these guys are doing by comparison. Oh my gosh. Yes. Shoot the city. And do 13 damage to their defenses. My gosh, that's not much. Who are you? Oh, you're our Great Admiral. Just go over there. And link up with him. Doesn't really matter, we've won. But... excuse me. Okay. I just started this. Oh, what are you doing? I already told you to do other things. Why are you being this way? Okay, we instantly... We just get a free submarine. Doesn't matter. We've won, basically. Bam. We're just building seasteads, making a beautiful place. Yay!
The worth of
We've done it, guys. We win. I knew we could do it.
But in how those accomplishments last.
Okay, because I think, as much as I want to watch that, I think that's technically copyrighted, so uploading that to YouTube could be an issue. Let's see how we did on score. Oh, yeah, baby. I got the top option because I was just spamming Future Civic and Future Tech because there was nothing left to do. If I just... Is there a score option that I can look at or something? Total cities destroyed. Mansa Musa apparently destroyed too. Why has no one else show up? I know I destroyed cities at some point. Cities captured. Oh, that's a lot. That's almost 40, I think. Gee willikers. Okay, well, we did it, guys. I'm not gonna go to main menu because, again, I think that's copyrighted. But, thanks for watching. That was... I enjoyed playing Portugal. They are already one of my favorite civs. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing for Wednesday. Oh, sorry, my knee just started being in pain. But I may do some awesome... I feel like playing a MOBA, so I may do some Awesome Knots. I may do some Pokemon Unite. We'll see. That's probably gonna be one of those two. I don't know. I'm gonna get to work on rendering this, and potentially we're doing some Tiramis recording. So that'll be my evening. So thank you guys for watching. Downsworth, DC Convert, or D-Converse, not DC Converse. I'm silly. Wife and Killer, it was great seeing all of you. I hope you all have fantastic, fantastic days until I see you again. And until next time, this is Boober Gamer signing off. God bless America.